My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I'm currently in Center Hill. I'm back home. I've been gone for a couple of months. So I'm still under attack by Scientology. While I was gone, they threatened my family at home. They kept showing me images of them torturing my animals and premeditating the death of my father. So I came home for a visit. My animals are sick. They're very weak, anemic almost. My father's still here. They probably wanted to get me back home. So I took a nap today. I woke up and my foot was swelled up. They have stuck some kind of extra dimensional object through my big toe all the way into my foot bone. They like to do things like this to me. I'm in very bad pain right now. So they're doing things like cutting our feet off, and they stick it on a electric plate, a plate that's being electrified in the upper dimensions. It's supposed to electrocute you to do something of that nature. That's what they've been doing. They're infatuated with our feet. And then another issue I want to address is because these people have access to a place where time is simultaneous, they can see the future and the past in the moment. They can interact with it in the moment. So in a last ditch effort for them to justify this whole event, they keep saying things like, well, people care so much about your agenda or whatever, you saving the world, your story, that they're going back in time and doing the things that you post on Facebook so we can say it's true or on social media. This is false. It's true for some things, but most of it is not true. The torture is not true. So these people are interacting with me in a place where time is linear. They can't do it at the same time. They can't go up there to a place where time is simultaneous and be down here at the same time. So over the past few days, I have witnessed these people try to make it true that the future begets the past. And then I became aware of how much energy and how many resources and how much damage it causes to the environment for these people to time travel. They've literally blew big holes in the universe, destroyed environments, trying to travel back and forth through time to make this one little event true where the future equals the past. It takes a whole lot of energy and resources, and it even sacrifices people's lives. So once they get to the future, they're going to have to make a surrogate, so they sacrifice somebody's life to interact with that. That's what they do. So it's not true. And what happens is they use catalyst. It's a game to them. If I do something wrong, which is anything, they say, don't do anything. Don't eat, don't smoke, don't drink, don't do nothing. Or we're going to hurt you. So I don't. And then they hurt me anyways because he has a goal to achieve. They have elevated dopamine levels. They can't help themselves. They want to get that reward. They want to get that dopamine boost. So he goes ahead with his plan to do that. He thinks body snatching and torture is something of value. It is his hobby, Scientology. He almost destroyed part of the universe just to make this one little event of a couple days long true. This event has done things like it has screwed up our reality. It has changed languages. It's changed the names of our streets. It's changed the people we have on the planet, the health of our people, the health of our universe, the health of our people. Yeah, it's not true. The future does not beget the past. Not for the people doing this. So what happens is during this event or after this event, a group of people get together that have access to space, and they go back and they do change things. They change my name. They sacrificed my dad's life to change my name, to call me Christopher, so this could be a Christian event, get people to work. They changed the name of this town, or they created the name of this town, which is Center Hill or community. I live in Center Hill, which is the place where Jesus died. It's a Christian martyrdom term. Jesus died on the center cross on the Center Hill. They controlled my mailbox number, which is 3102, and if you turn it upside down, it spells soul, which is an important definition or an important idea to this event. We have soul. They changed or they controlled mascots in the local schools. We have Native Americans to the south, and then Vikings to the north, and that is what my genetics are. I'm part Native and part European. Controlled my name, my entire name, which means they made surrogates out of most of my ancestors, so they could control their names and get them to this location. They are psychologically compromised. See, there is money in body parts. Body parts equals money to these people. It equals a job, employment. It is something of value to these people. It brings them joy to carry out science or Scientology procedures is what they've done their entire life. And then they do it for no reason. They have goals. They want to remove all our extra dimensional biology of me and my family, and they want to control the experience I have during life and especially in the afterlife. So they want me to have a bad experience while I'm living and dead. And this goes for the same for my family and my animals and other people in the world. This is destroying the universe because we got a crackhead uh, practicing Scientology on the public. He's literally a crackhead. First off, this technology causes a narcotic-like effect in his body. It's like he's taking a drug. Second, he is on drugs. He abuses narcotics. And third, he has brain damage. So Scientology is literally cutting body parts out, especially brain tissue. They can't process information properly. We need all of our brain features present so we can use them to process information and make decisions. They can't do this, especially with this technology controlling their mind. It is a mind control technology, or it can be used for mind control with electrical stimulation. So they have these little devices and sensors and electrodes and things that they insert into our neurons and neural condition or neural connections, and they can stimulate this area of our brain tissue. So they can make us experience a memory that we've had in the past. They can make us experience thought patterns. They can control the trajectory of your thoughts somewhat. If you are not in one of their facilities, it's harder to do. You can fight back, run away. They try to do this to me, and the closest they can get to it is stimulating a memory. People value my thoughts. It has become something of value to them. They are making money off of my thoughts. I'm Saint Christopher, genius that saves the planet, yada yada. So they're selling me as a commodity. Not only my body parts, but my thoughts, my visions. Well, I'm making this video at the moment because they're torturing me and my family right now. My foot is swelled up, it's burning and in pain, and my animals too. They're trying to cut our feet off right now in the extra dimensions. My foot is in bad pain. You said CIA torture device. This is is not this is not CIA. This is not torture for any reason other than some petty behavior to hurt people. They want to hurt people. This is Scientology's MO. I've been watching these people for 13 years, and they are extremely offended. They're quick to become violent. They are brain damaged and twacked out of their heads on both technology and narcotics constantly. And they have lived their entire lives above the law because we can't see these people. They are on their alien presences, running around committing crimes against humanity, and they have become conditioned to do this. It is their job or their is what Scientology is all about. Is using this technology to control the masses. They spent the resources to control the scenario in some way. The future can forget the past, and it does because these people exist. If they did not exist, it wouldn't. We wouldn't see it. We wouldn't know what the future is, so it would have no effect on the past. So you see these assailants running back and forth. The place where time simultaneous is a location. It is away from the third dimension. It is away from Earth. It is far away out in outer space, outside of space time. They have to go there to see the future. So I'm watching this guy in the military, the CIA or whoever he is. He's one of Barack Obama's constituents. Watching him run back and forth. He'll come down here to the third dimension and do something, and then he'll run back to the place where time is simultaneous and see if it's working in the future. He's got a goal or a plan. He wants to induce suffering. So his problem is he's toxic. He has toxic masculinity. He's elevating his hormones and his dopamine levels. He is extremely irritable, quick to become violent. He don't like people. He don't like anybody, especially males. Uh, he sees everything as a threat. Everybody, to whatever his agenda is. Alpha male type psychology. Yeah, the closest they can get to changing time or interacting with time in the moment or real time, making the future forget the past, is they can get on their big ones and go into outer space where time and space doesn't exist. They can watch the moment. Then they can make a surrogate and drive this surrogate down here and do things with the little surrogate, which reduces their capabilities to do things. Pettiness and childish behavior, which is a very good CC. He says he's military. Whenever they indoctrinated me into Scientology, they told me I was joining the military. I'm like, no, I'm not. I have a career. I worked for the military, and I may work for them again in the future. I'm not joining no military. I didn't understand. I'm like, you're gonna force me into indentured servitude or something? And that's not what they meant. They're gonna cut my extra dimensions off and give it to the military. They're probably gonna make a surrogate out of it or some dumb shit. That didn't work out very well. Everybody wanted my body parts. A million people came down here and started grabbing shit and running off with it. Now I'm in the CIA. I'm in the military, the Department of Justice. Even the local police stations have my biology. Pontotoc, Tupelo, and even Illinois police have possession of some of my extra dimensional body parts. My friends and family members, it's spread out in all different kind of locations. Some of it is down a hole being tortured. Some of it is in a facility in a hive mind. It's my intelligence got me assimilated. Intelligent people or Class A personalities, we have a lot of influence over society if we so choose. Especially me because I'm part native. I like to participate in politics. I like to challenge the status quo. I like to help people because I understand through the sciences that life is a product of our environment. That you're only as good as the other people in your environment, other people in the world. You have to share this environment with other people. And if they are not well or bad in a bad state, it has a negative impact on you. It's such as violent people or thieves or even people with bad psychology, you have to experience that. It has an effect on you. People don't understand this right now. And that's what it's about is environmental control. That's where my inventions and ideas came from. We have to learn how to control the environment to ensure that life reaches its optimal potential, or at least it flourishes, and it reduces suffering and oppression. If everybody was highly intelligent and highly moral, the world would be a better place. Humans are like gods. So they call the afterlife. Uh, they add a religious uh, aspect to it. To most humans, it's some kind of religious idea, God's house or whatever. Christianity is partly false. It's based on observations. What Scientology has done to the people throughout history. So Scientologists likes to go. They like to go back to ancient times and put technology in people's brains and make them see the heavens. And then they say, "Here's your God." They play God on the people. There's a little bit pipsqueak human sitting in some laboratory somewhere in the future, driving his alien around through time, uh, making people worship him. That's what Christianity is. That's where our ancient gods come from: the Anunnaki, lizard people, insect people, aliens, uh, the human gods of Egypt, the human gods of Rome. This all comes from Scientology. They give the living the ability to see the dead. They're dead people or aliens, and they call themselves God. So Scientology, in accessing the extra dimensions, is a lot like politics in this current society. They use the same selection principle. They select people based on their income or their wealth and their stature, their jobs, to gain access to the upper dimensions. They do not go by intelligence or morality or goals. They don't care about that. They care about how much money you have and what you can do for them. Yeah, God is a crackhead. He's a brain damaged crackhead. I keep telling them and showing them about narcotics, how they're supposed to be used. I keep telling them about psychology, behavior, what it does to people. They're just stuck in some agenda. Yeah, so these rich people uh they abuse narcotic eye drops. They have these eye drops they put in their eyes. It's some kind of stimulant or opioid based narcotic. They do this every day, multiple times a day. They say even Barack Obama does it. Probably does. So somebody said, don't speak, don't let the heart speak. He probably has. I don't know. He's one of those people like me. He's like, well, here's what they are, here's what they do. He likes to study the science of things. He'll do it with you, show you how it's done. He has a pretty strong mind. He can handle his narcotics. And I don't even know if that's him or if he is doing anything. It's not about their drugs or technology, really. I mean, that has a bad effect on it. It exacerbates the situation and it causes a lot of the problems. But it's about their conditioning. First, they operate as if they're above the law. Second, they are violent people. They use violence to get things done. The act of practicing Scientology is extremely harmful. So these people have gained ultimate authority in our societies. They are literally presidents and politicians and the biggest business owners in the world, the people in power. And they value body parts. To Scientology, body parts equals money. It equals job security. If they got body parts, they can continue their profession, helping other Scientologists and creating their surrogate uh, operation. They're taking body parts from the public in mass. We have an FBI agent who is extremely addicted to it because if he gets to practice Scientology on you, he gets to take some of your body parts for himself. And he's got this little army of surrogates. These aliens that have been up there for a long time, they are addicted to surrogate making. The FBI does. He calls himself CIA man, but I've seen him in the third dimension, and he was at the FBI. So this guy, this FBI agent, he likes to take people's brain stems, their inner brain, in the upper dimensional portion of it. And he has a facility. I think he runs UMAS. If the FBI is running UMAS. So he takes these pawns, this brain stem connected to the inner brain, he takes it up to his facility and interfaces it into a machine. This first off, this gives him the ability to invade our privacy, read our thoughts, and things of this nature. Second off, it gives them a surrogate. So they can turn this brainstem into a fully functioning biology in which he can drive around. They use the energy portion of this biology to create these, they call them Ponzes. It's a big manufactured or a, a big manufactured organism alien in which you can run energy through and make it grow to massive proportions. These things are controlling the universe. This FBI agent and other people are using these things to to time travel and to move particles around. Yes, he's addicted to it. He's missing half his brain. He can't think right anymore. He's on narcotics. Plus, he acts like he's above the law. And I don't have the evidence that he is FBI. All I know is from my third dimensional communication with this guy, uh, he's FBI. And he probably, because the future does exist in the moment, he might have manufactured that event. They like to manufacture events or stage events. Where now everybody thinks he's the FBI, but he's really like CIA or he's really some actor or something driving his alien or driving a surrogate around. They like to do things like that also. So I don't have the evidence to come to the conclusion, or I would explain in great detail exactly who was doing what. Also, listen to the background. So the ability to time travel allows them to do things like communicate with me using cartoons or normal TV broadcasting. They control the script of what people are saying. They love to do this with the entertainment field because they know one day I'm going to be listening. Did you hear all that? I mean, on that TV, they're calling me delusional, blah blah, paranoid, blah, conspiracy. They're trying to get off with murder in the future. People are going to see this, or people are seeing this. They're missing brain tissue. Not only that, they're not very intelligent people. Do something to my baby. Get out of my house. You're breaking the law. So he's already done. Get away from my biology. They're premeditating the deaths of me and my family. Taking control is to a T. I'll tell you something strange. I guess maybe because of this video, they wanted to add some evidence. Uh, They controlled exactly the time down to the second. They said down to the nanosecond of when humans started recording time with their atomic clock system. So in this very moment, as they were interacting with me, I would look at the clock and it will be 3:16 because it feeds into their narrative. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, this and that. They claim they can make this narrative so because my dad is a surrogate. Christianity is false. I'm not some offspring of some alien. I am my father's son and he is human. He is extremely afflicted. So I don't know if he is full blown surrogate or if he's being mind controlled, but it's true. So he does talk about it all the time. But yes, last night or this morning, early this morning, exactly 3:16 on the dot, controlled exactly the time in which humans started recording time. Our current modern system of time. They do things like this uh, to create this whole story. It's their form of entertainment. A lot of Scientologists are very religious. They are delusional. They have psychological issues because of this culture. We practice religion instead of science. So part of their reward system is based on kind of religious activities instead of health, spiritualism, and knowledge, which is where we're supposed to get this psychology from. And we can't have our little celebrations or rituals and things like coming to age ceremonies. Is it's made for things like that. Yes, I am me. I'm not a surrogate. I am extremely afflicted. So today, they have removed a lot of my technology out of my brain. Uh, they had they had electrodes and sensors and devices and things in my brain that were trying to uh, mind control me. But I guess thank God Obama exists because he's allowed me to continue to be myself throughout this whole ordeal. So I have to watch these people try to drive my brain using electricity. So they go back and they stimulate memories and they're like, and menial shit. It's moral failings. It's not criminal activity like drug use and uh, defensive thoughts. So I got the the local police and military and politicians sitting in my living room torturing my little babies. That leads to thoughts of wanting to defend yourself against these people. And they are portraying real people in the world. So it is easy to think of defending yourself. What am I going to do? I got to defend myself. Leading to self. So good thing I practice psychology because I can do my own psychotherapy and psychoanalysis. And cooler heads prevail. You come up with a plan and you carry out that plan instead of a knee-jerk reaction where you're going to take up arms against people doing this to you. I have critical thinking skills. So if they were in the third dimension, I would be forced to defend myself. But they're not. They're driving aliens from a remote location, and I have no idea who they are. And they like to do things like identity theft and stage events. These people like being on family. So you just cut her foot off. Explain a little bit about science. We'll explain this. These people are trying to steal my intellectual property, and they claim responsibility or some kind of ownership. They claim to be responsible for me being able to write the ETA. somehow this technology has given me the ability to do this, and it's not. This technology has only ever caused me pain and interference and sickness. So I'll tell you how I wrote the ECA. I'm a scientist, at least an armchair scientist, and it's been a goal of me to try to help our system create a better environment for a very long time. This is the goal of politicians and scientists all over the world. So if you look at the ECA, you can see other scientists work in the ECA, such as trickle up economics. Uh, it's part socialism and part capitalism, and that's what the population desires. We want some kind of mix between capitalism and socialism. It provides the basic necessities of life. It has a social safety net that makes sure people don't hit rock bottom. It protects the free market. So instead of the government monopolizing these essential jobs or these essential companies, we let the free world society compete for divine currency. So if you have a product or service that we need or desire, you can compete for divine currency. So commerce or industry still belongs to the people. Yeah, such as you know Apple, they produce a good phone that will be desired under the ECA because everybody needs a good phone service. House companies, see what else, allocation of resources, science council. So humans have desired a science council in our government for a very long time. We want to be ruled by intelligence and morality, not by a bunch of psychotic rich people. It makes sure that the people that are helping us or providing our products and services are the richest and most powerful people in the world, not some hedge or stock market monger or some rich person that inherited the company. You know, people that are bad, have bad psychology. They do not gain all of the wealth in the world. This is based on scientific studies over the past several decades of people coming together, scientists and other people coming together uh, with their work, their scientific research, trying to make a better world for us. This is where this comes from. They claim they stuck a piece of technology in my brain and out popped the ECA. That's false. It all started for me on social media, uh, Facebook. It's like 15 years ago. I started. That's where a lot of scientists come together and discuss uh, their works, and they are going through great lengths to try to make this so, manufacturing evidence and this and that. But look, I can stimulate his brain. I can make it work, and it's all garbage. And a lot of the people up there doing this are doing it for a wrong reason, not to create something. They're trying to create bad thought patterns or bad behavior or bad memories that they can take my brain to the authorities and stimulate it. Say, look, he's a bad person. He wants to do this. Whenever they created that thought pattern to begin with, they created that experience. Like driving a police officer into my house and killing my animals, my babies. That makes me mad at the police. But I have to use my psychology and critical thinking skills to come to the conclusion like they're trying to do something, trying to get me to do something. They're trying to get me to hate the police or seek retaliation. Whenever I don't have the evidence to come to this conclusion, yeah, they're really killing me and my family. And they have done this a lot. So I have not discussed or explained everything they've done. They have done all kinds of horrible, bad things to me and my family. I haven't even touched on what they've done because they want to try to use videos against me. They're like, well, the future against the past. That's false. They have a goal in mind. They want to take all my body parts, send me and my family to hell, and get off on it. They literally, it brings them great joy to induce suffering upon people. They are remote controlling a giant alien in the sky that they have developed what I call ragdoll syndrome. They make little Barbie dolls out of our body parts, and they're called surrogates. That is what they do for a living. And we are still in those body parts, even if they have it in their possession. These aliens like to do things like make their surrogates fight each other, and that's your biology. That's some guy's body part down the road, and he's going to have to experience that for the rest of his life. They even do this in the third dimension. Some of these aliens do things like commit acts of terrorism with surrogates. They like to cause car accidents and commit crimes and all types of things. It brings them joy. It's their entertainment because we're little Barbie dolls to them. And these aliens are remote controlled. There are people on Earth driving their extra dimensions through through outer space on the planet at this very moment. They are spending an extreme amount of resources doing uh, hijacking extremely important uh, events in human history in order to create this little religious martyrdom story and get people off on it. This is the start date of atomic timekeeping, which happened last night. The future does beget the past in some areas. So he's saying right now, we're going to go back in time and make sure everything he says is true. So I'm not going to tell you everything that they've ever done to me. Torture, rape, murder, biological theft. They literally want me and my family to suffer in the afterlife. They want me to be in extreme pain and watch my animals be in extreme pain for the eternity. It makes them happy because it's a Scientology. They force me to assimilate in an attempt to control my behavior, control my influence on the world, and it didn't work out very well. And it made them mad. These Scientologists have bad psychology. They are extremely irritable, they get offended easily, and they are quick to become violent. And they do not think about what they do. It is all knee jerk reactions and tunnel vision. They have brain damage. They don't sit and think about what they're going to do next. They just get this emotion or idea in their head, and bam, they run do it. They want to hurt me and everybody else. Yes, we are voodoo dolls under the Scientology uh, institution. They can literally take part of your body, take a vital organ out of you, give you life support, take this vital organ to a remote location, well, not give you life support, or keep you alive in some way. They have to treat, they have to do. I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but they have to treat this process in a certain way to keep you alive. They pull vital tissue, you die. But they can do it. They can literally take your vitals to a remote location, put them on a shelf, and you will continue to function if they do it properly. But then they can do something like go up and destroy that organ and you'll die. All the future does not get the past, but it is part of their false narrative or uh, uh, their behavior of manufacturing evidence to try to justify their criminal behavior. They're trying to cover up what really happened and create some narrative in which somehow justifies this whole ordeal. No, they are human. I've never met an extraterrestrial. The only extraterrestrials I've ever seen are weak and sick, and they have not evolved very well. No, I've seen a horsehead person in a Nunakai with an elongated face. I've seen Helena, two horsehead. So Scientology modifies our biologies to such an extent that we are uh, no longer look human. We don't even look like an Anunnaki anymore. We look like some grotesque, mutilated. It looks like an alien that went through a blender or something. Then they put it back together, which is basically what it is. They call them piece parts creatures, alien forms. They chop a bunch of body parts to pieces, put them all together, and make a little alien form that they can drive around. Yes, they are very grotesque looking. And if you see one with all of its dimensions intact after it's gone through this process and been in outer space for a while, it can literally scare you to death. With all these extra dimensional features and things, it freaks people out bad. I mean, bad. Give people heart attacks and things just looking at something. It's like looking at a monster, something off a horror movie. That's what they look like. Something about their extra dimensional features. Well, I'll tell you what it looks like to me. It looks like a human that has been skinned. See all those muscles and tendons and fibers. I think that's why it's so freaky looking. Plus, it has extra dimensions. You see, it's like, oh my god. So I'm very sick. I gotta check on my animals. Okay, baby. He says you'll never know until it happens. That's what I think about drugs. They are tools to control biology, biological function. They should be utilized as such. You shouldn't take them unless you have a reason to. And the strong narcotics should not be used as a maintenance drug, which means you can't take them every day. Someone says for pleasure. That's okay in the third dimension because we can't hurt nobody down here. All of us have a home. You can go to your home and do whatever you want to. It don't affect anybody else. But if you're an alien, you're missing half your brain anyways, and you're already on some path to hurt everybody. So I don't think you should be abusing narcotics, especially long term. They do is adding to their bad psychology. I'm getting victim shamed. Saying I'm trying to get off the hook for something bad I've done. Um, I've been under surveillance for a very long time. They know everything I've ever done. I'm not wanted or suspected of doing anything. In reality, not amongst the intelligence people. Everybody went crazy. These Scientologists, they started making surrogates out of everybody in my environment, my family, my friends, my coworkers, my neighbors, my community, even the police, and government agents. Anybody that was had anything to do with me, they become afflicted or turned into surrogates. Saying, "Oh, the future forgets the past." No, you have a goal in mind, and yes, you're down here. You can only do it from a place where time is linear. That's what I was trying to say a while ago. You can't do this from a place where time is simultaneous. The best you can do is drive a surrogate, and that's bring a surrogate to my house and see what happens. This is a place where all surrogates go to hell. They do it religiously too. So they're playing some angels and demons game. Go ahead and bring a surrogate down here. We'll put it right down this fucking hole you made. They made. They try to come down here and send everybody here to hell. Me and my family. There's a giant ass hole in the ground. So everybody comes down here and goes down this fucking hole. And they're blaming it all on me. All the entertainment professionals, a lot of government agents, even local police and my friends and family, they're down this fucking hole right here. I'm getting victim shamed. So I'm gonna go turn up this TV and let y'all listen for a little bit. Show you what they do. They communicate with me in the third dimension using extra dimensional uh, location or technology. They can control what these people are saying on television. Even if these people have no idea what they're saying, they control the exact time and exact wording of these people's voices, the things that they say. I bet they'll stop doing it. I'll let it run for about 10 or 15 minutes just to gather some of this evidence. Okay. That's horse my bad. Hey, baby. It hurt me and my animal's feet today. So this is my baby. They're torturing her, stealing body parts. They do the same thing to Coco, but they left her alone mostly until recently. So they told me that they have already taken her out of her biology multiple times. They have the ability to remove people from their biologies. They can remove brain tissue which you inhabit, and then keep you alive and turn you into a surrogate or allow you to come back to life. So now you're in two places at once. Now you have two consciousnesses. They claim that they have done this to her over and over. She is now in hell suffering. And they keep showing me these images of her suffering. It's her biology and she is suffering bad. She's mutilated badly, trying to hurt me. So it is responsible for the Christian religion. However, it has nothing to do with Christianity. And it has everything to do with what Scientology does to people. This is their MO. If they have something against you, they label you an oppressor and they take you out. They harass you to death. They destroy your life. They take extra dimensional body parts that make you sick. It usually ends up with death. And the little people or the people that are nobodies get affiliated with Scientology, these people go all the time. These are the people they choose. They're little torture victims. And it's always the same MO. Cut off body parts until they get sick enough to die. They install technology and they kind of give them this weird experience. A lot of times it's sexual or some kind of pain or torture. They love doing this to people. So they finally did this to somebody who could do something about it. At least I can tell the world what they've done or what they're doing. It's strange. It's hard to wrap your mind around. But they control everything, even at the exact times in which it's daylight and dark. They can control everything. No, not sir. Humans are energy movers. We're designed to create the heavens and the earth and to create life. It appears that this energy that the universe is made of is designed to create a life form, to create the universe. It's like the universe creates itself using whatever organisms it produces. These are inherent abilities of all life in the universe. They can they can turn into the gods that create the universe. Any organism, any life, even this dog in the afterlife. No, I'm not a surrogate. I am extremely afflicted. Oh yeah, the ECA also gives the Federal Reserve to the government. You are a surrogate. I know what a surrogate is, and I've experienced every technology that they have. That they won't let them do it. You have to kill a person to turn them into a surrogate. You have to take away their ability to drive, and then install technology that allows them to do what you used to be able to do. And that's a surrogate. Body parts equal money to these people.